Hey gamers, it's time for some more Skyward Sword Randomizer Remlits tournament. Today we have SpaceRawk versus Momo. Should be a very exciting matchup. On commentary today, we have Golden and Ray Storm Thunder, and they will take it from here.
Thanks, Baseball. And we're tracking today, we've got Baseball and Array Lanes. Gotta thank them as well. Baseball also restreaming. How are you today, Ray?
I'm doing good.
Excited for this hype race?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I know SpaceRawk has not done a lot of races, if I remember. So this
He started to do a couple, but
yeah, he has backloaded the tournament. This is game 1 of 2 between the two of them. See Momo saying hi to everyone. Appreciate that.
Yep, Space is the only person I personally haven't played yet. I played everyone else at least once.
Yeah,
but not Space yet.
I mean, you're ahead of the curve with how many matches you've played.
Yeah,
so am I. So, should be a good one though. I think we'll probably see some different styles, different routing choices from the two of them. But
if I remember correctly, they do both rush Elden over Central, if I remember correctly. Unless hints say otherwise.
Yeah, that's fair. I just know, let's see what our hints are. Upper to G2, Elden to Tantalus. So we got a Fungin Seed, Sandchip, and Fire Sanctuary.
Upper Skyloft, okay. I never like Upper Skyloft hints because it always feels like you don't get to look for anything. You just immediately get what you need, and then you're just kind of blind going through the seed from then on.
Yeah, I think we might see a double early Zelda's room.
They both do it. I'd be shocked if
I think with that path,
especially with upper path. Yeah.
We also saw our Barons were Sealed Grounds, Magma Turf, and Thunderhead. Sealed Grounds and Magma Turf at least can affect your routing and your choices a little bit.
Soft lock.
Oh. Nice. Yeah, that is... Yeah, he got stuck where he could not get out from.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, technically this trick, you soft lock at the end, because you cannot exit Zelda's room. But with the trusty Firewarp setting, you just go back to start.
Yeah, but there's other places you can get soft locked in here if you're not careful.
Yes. Yeah, SpaceRawk just jumped off and got behind the desk, unfortunately.
Just money. Okay.
You're never going to say no to money, but I think you're hoping for more.
Yeah, getting any item is obviously really good, and it can help you narrow down where claw shots are. If it's scale, then it's not in Florida.
Yeah.
But the Magma Turf Baron is always interesting because it makes Elden not as good anymore. So sometimes you might consider other stuff on seeds where Magma Turf is Baron.
Yeah, I think it depends on what they get early on.
If you get bombs and claw shots, maybe you'll consider desert or other places instead.
Yeah. So our hint, we've got Upper Skyloft to Sandchip. No, Upper Skyloft to Fire Sanctuary. And was it Elden to Sandchip?
Yep. I think it was Elden Volcano.
Yeah, we're going to see a double Elden start, I think, because of that. Unless you get claw shots right away.
Yeah, if it's a path hint, then you're probably going to go there to Elden anyway, even if Magma Turf is dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does make going to Central, possibly, unless you get mids here, a little bit more likely because obviously your Elden path could be in the later half, so you might want to try and get mitts for it or anything.
Yeah,
there's not, but you could just go Elden too. It's how it goes.
Yeah, but I think we just got our path to Girium 2, which is
Yeah.
our fire shield earrings. They are not going to say hard required, but realistically required to enter Fire Sanctuary.
Pretty much required. Definitely logically required, so.
Yeah, there are some ways to bypass it, but I don't think either of these runners is going to do them.
No, they both aren't really worth it.
Momo is going to go do Central, I think.
Okay.
There's a healthy
Sense.
debate about whether to do this or just go to the ground, because there are 5 Sphere Zero checks that are open from the start here in Central Skyloft.
From what I understand, people like doing Elden first to help do less trips to Skyloft. Which, to me, I'd rather have something on Skyloft that helps me full clear Elden than something on Elden that helps me full clear the Skyloft, personally. Especially since you're probably going to go to Skyloft a ton anyway.
That's kind of my attitude as well. Like, if your bomb bag is here, or your digging mitts, you're going to feel really
or beetle,
good.
or claw shots.
Yeah. And
or
5 checks out of 150 in this game, the chances that it's something good are relatively high.
Yeah, personally, I just don't feel like it saves that much time, even if you did get like Bottle and Elden and like our routing and Oriel and stuff with it. It just doesn't feel like a lot compared to if I got Digging Mitts or Beetle or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just like a routing choice, but it's you will, I think, probably more so in this group see people skip Elden than some of the other groups, or skip Central Skyloft. Interestingly, SpaceRawk, I know he tends to go for Dig Spot RPM, but not today.
I don't see him do it all the time. I see him do it sometimes. He's kind of iffy if he does it or not.
Yeah.
He might have some rules about like when he does it or doesn't. See, Digging Mitts Central, especially if the path hint is second half, this is going to be really good for Momo.
Yeah, she is going to have to go through Magma Turf, but we'll be able to basically full clear Elden in one go.
I feel like the Legend versus Momo race that just happened had mitts on that same spot, but maybe I'm thinking about a different seed.
See,
like that exact chest.
Is that 2 or 3 things in Boko base? It's worth just keeping an eye out for.
I haven't gotten anything useful in Elden yet. Still, well, we don't have that many checks left, but we have some.
Yeah, I guess Momo is not going to be able to get 2 Beetle Lock checks here. Is that second mitt?
Is that other mitts? Okay, well, that's...
I guess
mitts, getting mitts in Waterfall Cave didn't hurt that much, since you just get mitts there anyway.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to send you into Boko base anyway, but
probably not.
I do think. Oh well, you don't have a bottle. If you get a bottle, I think you might want to go up to the Fire Sanctuary entrance right now, think about it.
It's something you can think about. The one thing is that if you're going to go through Boko base later, it's going to drop you off near there anyway. So I don't usually like getting... Is that claw shots?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. I don't usually like getting that statue if I don't have to, because usually you're going to route through Boko base to Fire Sanctuary anyway.
Yeah, interestingly, SpaceRawk not staying in Elden.
You do have to go through an entire dead area.
You get through it pretty quickly, though.
Yeah, but I guess that's the idea, is just don't need to do it now. But
yeah, and to be fair, technically everything basically climbing up the volcano is technically not in logic, but But I think both of these runners are going to be able to do the stutter sprint to get up.
Yeah, they have no problem with that.
I tend to play chasing path hint, and so like I would probably try and full clear Eldon.
Interesting.
Is that nothing on spiral charge rocks?
I didn't see any pains, but I'm not good at looking at pains when I'm watching.
That's fair.
Especially since the quality of this is for some reason really low.
Yeah, I did see SpaceRawk did go talk to Oriel. That's probably because he's just running low on checks and logic with these items. Oh, wow. That is a beetle on the first para check.
Oh.
Which is a really rough place, potentially, to get that. Because...
That's good.
That is...
Claw shots if you want it.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's going to be good for SpaceRawk, but it's a check you tend to put off for a while. Because...
definitely. Unless you have bottle, you're not really doing it.
Yeah. That said, I could see Momo doing it if she doesn't have a bottle, just because there's not a lot you can do in either Farron or Linearu right now. Like Linearu without a bottle, you can get one thing in logic. Farron without a beetle or claw shots or bombs, it's like 2 checks.
Yeah, we have Magma Myth, but Magma Myth doesn't do much else besides Eldon. So,
yeah.
Bow, well, that you can logically go up the slopes now.
Yeah. That could also just be our Sandchip path, potentially.
True, yeah. If that bow locks all the other bows.
Yeah. Yeah, sadly we are not going to see the Bugnet today. That is a little too pricey. Because that is a... is that 800? Or is that one?
The other ones.
Yeah. We could also be looking at a Baron Beetle shop.
Yeah, could be. I think all the other regions were around this many checks.
Yeah.
Triforce. Oh, and money.
Yeah. Yep. So Beetle shop, totally junk. Yeah, unfortunately, baseball to get an $800 item, 800 rupee, they're going to have to get some wallets. So I don't think we're going to see the Bugnet today.
I mean, Momo has 600 already. Just saying.
Look, I would love the meme, but I feel like maybe not the winning play.
Maybe not. So Space is going to get, looks like doing rest of Central, so it's going to get the...
No, he's...
Magma Myths.
Oh. I saw him running, I was like, oh, he's just leaving. No, he's doing Waterfall Cave. Yeah, and this is... There's the strategy to do the skydive to get to the bottom of the Waterfall Cave.
Water Dragon scale.
That's pretty nice for Momo. It's going to open up some things.
Going backwards in this scenario for Waterfall Cave isn't the fastest since the top chest was pinning, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is basically if either chest ping, I don't know if it's true if just the middle one, but if the top chest...
the middle one pings, it's like about even, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we've seen them doing the dowsing. I should just explain for anyone who hasn't seen a Skyward Sword race before. This is a Skyward Sword exclusive feature. It is chest dowsing matches contents. Dowsing is a cool feature of the game, and it's been used to kind of douse progress items. There are some technical reasons why chest appearance matches contents is just not feasible. I don't know all of them, but
And it's not as cool.
that's also true. It's not as unique to Skyward Sword. Dowsing is a very Skyward Sword only feature.
It looks like Momo isn't comfortable doing the Boko method of going through here, so it's going to be quite a longer trip to get to these digging spots.
Yeah. Yeah, I know SpaceRawk will see him do the out of bounds trick. It's,
Well, maybe not. He has claw shots, so you might just use that instead.
That's true. I know he's practiced it a lot.
Yeah, like I can do it, but like it's not really faster and it's way safer just to use claw shots.
Yeah. I think if you're Momo, you're really hoping one of these last two digging spots has a beetle.
So you can go Farron, yeah.
Yeah, because if you get that with claw shots, you can full clear.
Yeah,
you can clear all but one
bomb
thing.
locked. Yeah.
Yeah, and we know one of them is dead. The one that's lower bomb ball, the chest, is dead.
Yeah, even though you can actually peek lower bombable pretty easily.
I've seen it, and I'm bad at peeking through there.
It's really only something you can easily do if you have Beetle. You can peek through it.
Yeah, like I said, I've seen people do it. My vision is apparently not discerning enough.
Well, it kind of depends on what the item is. For example, if it's treasure, it can be really hard to see, especially like something dark like an evil crystal or the sword. Triforce.
Triforce. Oh god.
So is that 2 Triforces here then?
Yep, that is 2 for Momo.
Both and all of them.
Yeah.
What were the hints for the?
It was Sword in Sansi and I can tell you because I pulled them, and Sword in Central Skyloft.
Okay,
So I think
we've gotten one of them.
Yes.
Okay, so nothing really of value. Well, besides the scale. The scale is.
I mean,
useful.
the Triforce is good.
I mean, yeah, it's good, but it's not going to immediately help you.
Yeah.
Scale is useful if Momo gets a beetle here before going to Farron. It'll be nice. If she goes and doesn't get the beetle, it's going to be a little bit annoying, unless there's another beetle.
We're gonna get our first Lumpy Pumpkin check. And okay.
Oh, there was a pin there. Okay,
Yep.
It looks like one pin in this guy.
Yeah, so Spiral Charge is not a dead weight. Yeah, and the claw shots do open a fair number of things, but you're kind of seeing from SpaceRawk the big way that claw shots help you in this game is they just make it
Beat
easier
stuff
to get
up.
around.
Yeah. I wonder where Momo's going to go from here. Probably Beetle Shop.
Yes,
For sure, Beetle Shop.
I think it's got to be
But
fair.
where after that? Yeah, Farron makes sense. Not having Beetle is going to suck. I think she's not going to do it since you probably would have gone to Oriel before here if you were planning on doing that. But we'll see.
I mean, there are 4 beetles. The likelihood that every beetle is locked
There-
behind that one.
Yeah, there
like,
could be
it's
one in
not
Farron.
0.
Well, SpaceRawk is dead, so there's less of a chance for it to be in Farron. But
Yeah. But there's still 19 checks, and she can get half of them, over half of them. So,
But it's also going to suck because you don't have claw shots. So it's going to, over space, you're going to lose quite a bit of time just from that perspective.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which is very annoying. Space getting that beetle is really going to help him a lot.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean, to do Sandship at this point, all we're really looking for is Cave's Key. But yeah, we're flying pretty blind now because both of our path hints were fulfilled. The item hints we have really don't do us a lot of good other than kind of very end game.
Yeah, especially since swords don't even help you with the Thunderhead in this seed, so...
Yeah. The swords are going to be nice for Fire Sanctuary because they do... Girahim 2 is a damage base fight as opposed to just a hit count based. But Tantalus and Sandship, it's just hit count.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly, like, I would not have made the play SpaceRawk made so early to just go talk to Oriel.
Oh, neither would I, yeah.
It really paid off.
For sure.
It's a play I would have made probably, like, if I got nothing here in Farron as Momo, then I would do it.
Yeah, getting the one Paro check really sucks.
Yeah.
Unless it's something really good, like in this seed. Yeah, because even if Momo gets a beetle here, you still don't have claw shots, so it's... And you'd have to, like, do some routing just to get claw shots back, so...
Yeah.
It's not great. I mean, you could get beetle and Gust Bellows, but that would also be slow.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to do the Gust Bellow.
Especially if you know where claw shots are.
Right, that's the big thing, is the likelihood that claw shots are locked behind that when you know where they are is pretty low. So we'll see if anything's bomb locked here pretty quickly.
I did not even see what that item was, but...
I'm trusting Momo saw both of those were junk. So
I saw one of them was a silver rupee. I didn't see the other one.
All right, nothing
Okay,
bomb
that
locked
chest is
here. How is the seed going? Think it's going to depend on how much there's a bottleneck of that beetle on the first Paro check.
Yeah, there's Paro on just the first check of Paro. And claw shots are locked by beetle. So Space got beetle quickly and has claw shots now, which is going to save him a ton of time.
Yeah. We're going to see Momo probably do Cube Warp here. Well,
Yep.
Definitely do Cube Warp here. And say, like, if this is a beetle, we might see Momo actually run back to Eldin.
Yeah, you could go to the sky here and then just come back down and the rest of Farron.
Yeah, well, I would say you might want to go to Eldin. Nice first try.
Time save.
I am not consistent at that trick, so I'm always
Neither
impressed
am
when
I.
people do it well. Well, that bottle is useful. She'll probably pick up some mushroom spores while she's here, if she remembers.
So she'll get the beetle eventually, but
yeah,
not right now because we don't know. She doesn't know that
it's still. I mean, the good thing is it's still pretty early in the seed. There's a lot of decision making, and this is not going to be some like massive time loss by any means. We'll see if she remembers though to stop and get some spores. It's not huge time loss, but yeah, I think she just hyper focused and forgot about it, which is to be fair, a lot of people do.
I forget about spores all the time here.
Yeah, it is super easy to forget. I'm gonna peek.
Does Great Tree have anything? No pain.
Nothing at the bottom.
I didn't see what right by Floridor. I don't know what that is.
If SpaceRawk's not getting it, it's junk. I trust his peeking.
I think
it was probably just a treasure of some kind. And
another bow?
Yeah, so nothing claw shot locked here so far.
If that's a bow, then did we do the sandship path?
Oh yeah, it was claw shots.
Oh yeah, right. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah,
than the bow.
I was just saying there was a chance the bow could be our path item, not that it likely was. The fun thing about path hints is you could have multiple path items in the same region. You just get one hint for them. Striking out here in Lake Floria so far. But Slingshot is not going to unlock a single check, but with a Fire Sanctuary Seed is incredibly useful for back in time shenanigans.
Cube warped on Space's side.
Yeah, another clean first try.
Painting chest.
Like I said, Momo's just really hoping she gets a beetle soon.
Another bottle.
That might actually send you to check the Fire Sanctuary entrance now, if you're Momo, when you go back to Eldin. And check Volcano Summit.
I don't know. It feels like you'd have to travel pretty far to get that. Instead of
I guess so. That's a play I would do, which means it's probably a really bad play.
I personally would wait to go through Boko Base.
Yeah, I think I've just seen one too many seeds where your bomb bag is in early Fire Sanctuary. But yeah, maybe without Gust spells, you don't want to go in. That's probably the bigger.
I mean, yeah, the thing is like, even if it was in Boko Base, the bomb was in Boko Base. Sorry, not Boko Base. Fire Sanctuary. I would just wait until I have to. Like, I don't really see the reason of getting that statue right at that moment when you could do it later.
That's fair.
I'd rather, like, you lose a little bit of time not doing it then, but you also lose even more time if you have to go through Boko Base. So,
yeah, SpaceRawk's music. It's a lot of Mario RPG music of various Mario RPG series. Yeah. Oh, I see the symbol now. It's like I did not see whose music is playing. Now it's right in front of me. I think Momo just flew under.
Looks like the rupee above in the Floria. Oh, in the Floria wasn't very useful.
This is getting into this island with the fast loft wing
I always slow
It's
down before getting
more.
here.
Yeah, I do too. I was gonna say it is just more challenging than I think people realize. The fast lofting speed is an immense quality of life adjustment in 90% of the game.
But it do be fast.
Yes.
And getting on stuff like the rocks, especially the
Spiral charge rocks.
Yeah, spiral charge rocks, those are very difficult to get.
Yes.
Even when I slow down, it can still be a little difficult.
I mean, there's a reason the Levias fight, they actually set it so your left wing goes back to regular speed.
I don't think I've ever fought Levias on Randomizer.
That's fair. I have.
Despite being in Levias, I have actually never fought Levias in Rando, so a little bit of a misnomer there, but
That's true. You do not fight Levias. All right. Well, Momo is gonna get this Oriel and Pero. I am kind of surprised SpaceRawk skipped the slingshot.
I thought he went backward.
No, he didn't grab it. I don't think.
I think he did. Because I saw him go for it, at least. I didn't literally see him get it.
Maybe I missed it.
Do you think Momo's going to go back to Farron?
Oh, yeah. Farron, no. I think she's
well, Eldon, then Farron, I should say.
I think she's going to go Eldon and then Linearu.
Linearu? I guess with claw shots.
Yeah.
It really sucks going to Linearu without bombs, but sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah, so we know, just thinking about like go mode items left, we're missing a Triforce, a sword, and the harp.
Sword is hinted, or is that included in this?
Well, we know one sword is Insanity, so I'm talking about the other sword.
Got it. Okay.
I really do think at this point the next big thing they're all looking for is Cave's Key.
Yeah, that and bombs. Those are the big two.
Yeah, and potentially Gus Bellows. So, Pac, we're still missing one unhinted sword. We technically do not know where that is.
In mines?
It's like just the first chest.
Yeah, it looks like the first chest. Either that or the third. Third, I think, would be a little bit more to the left.
Momo might do Farron just because she likes to kind of do efficient full clears, and she might feel like she doesn't want to orphan these checks in case SpaceRawk got them earlier. I do know that's kind of her philosophy, is trying to just efficiently clear the seed.
Gus Bellows. Interesting.
I would now at least start to get mildly suspicious of a potential that your Cave's Key is just sitting in Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah, it could be.
It's not likely, and I think there are things I'd do before, but those bellows were available really early. Both of your mitts were available very early. They were all available right from the start of the seed. Your fire shield units were available right at the start of the seed. And a beetle was available right at the start of the seed. I still think, I think you want to get Hook Beetle before you go into FS now as well.
You at least want the other beetle.
but the game does have a way sometimes of just Fire Sanctuary is the last dungeon in the game, has the most requirements, but sometimes you're just required to go there first and double dip it.
Sword. Well, I think we know where all the swords are now. Well,
That we do.
all the now just the hinted one left.
Yeah, and SpaceRawk is going to be able to get both checks here in Gorge, which is nice. We did not have the digging spot hinted, but with Bellows, he's going to be able to get it.
This is a rupee. Okay. And now Momo's probably going to go to Linearu.
Yeah. Not
Too far behind. Comeback can still happen. Probably, what do you think? 4-ish? 5 minutes behind?
I don't think it's that much.
Because he's done mines and caves and gorge.
Yeah, but there's only one thing in mind when he went back, so that is unhinted Baron Gorge to go along with our unhinted Baron Beetle Shop. Not that surprising with our hints.
Oh, Eldon.
I think she's going into Boko Base, or
It looks
no,
like
she's going to
Volcano's
Summit
Fire
in
Sanctuary.
FS. I don't
like
think
this.
this is a bad gamble by any means.
No. She might also feel behind not getting that beetle and having to like do Farron an extra time, basically.
Yeah.
So
I think, like
if
I
this
said,
pays off, it's really good.
yeah, and like I said, like the game has these weird ways of putting something required for your second dungeon in one of the first few checks in Fire Sanctuary. And it always feels terrible. The other thing is, like, sometimes you just get your bomb bag locked up here in Volcano Summit.
Like maybe that's bombs right there.
Yeah.
Even getting Cave's Key would be nice.
Cave's Key, I think, would be probably the best case scenario based on what we know.
Either bombs or Cave's Key would be really good.
Yeah. And the other thing for Momo is, if it's a hook beetle, it does make Fire Sanctuary less of a gamble.
Another ball.
It's a few things in Fire Node. I think the shortcut chest pinged and SpaceRawk skipped it. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think so. It looked like a back chest, a chest to the right.
Okay.
It didn't look like shortcut to me. I think Space would have gone for it if it was shortcut.
Yeah.
Well, Space didn't get anything besides that sword, I don't think, on this trip. Oh, and Gus Bellows.
Yeah. Yeah, Gus Bell is kind of important here.
And fairies are a heart piece. Vanilla.
Yeah, and this is where it's like the Fire Sanctuary play, I don't think is a bad gamble, but it is definitely a gamble.
It is yeah.
Because
if it doesn't go well, then it will feel terrible.
Without Hook Beetle, Bellows and Bomb Bag, you're basically guaranteed that you're going to have to re-enter and backtrack a little.
Is that case key? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I think we're going to see Malara as well. It's our only one-check region. It's not hinted Baron. There's a chance. I think we're going to see our first back-in-time trick, though.
Yep.
Probably going to be statue RBM first. If I were going to guess. I'm trusting you to guide me through this because I do not remember what.
I don't know any bit for Fire Sanctuary. I don't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No. The only RBM I know is I know two technically. I know the RBM to get the statue at the back of FS, and I know the RBM to open the gate, in front of the boss chest room. But other than that, I don't know any RBM.
And Malara just has yet another bottle. Yeah, this is not going to be. This is not the statue RBM.
No, this is definitely not that. I know that. But I don't know what we're doing. Probably Platts or some other thing like that. Because we're going inside of... Yeah, map chest. Something like that.
Yeah, she's also setting up a corrupt file here.
To go into this building. It's whatever the Fledge RBM is. We did that one.
First one, and now that she has this corrupt file, she's going to save quit, and the corrupt file automatically kills you. I don't know with 4 hearts if it's faster, but it probably is. Yeah, this is basically if you save while you're back in time, you have a corrupt save file that spawns you with 0 health, lets you go into back in time immediately.
I think with 4 hearts it might be faster if you had bombs, but without bombs you're just doing 1 heart at a time every time you fall into lava.
That's fair.
Because then you could do it. Bombs you could damage down twice and then bomb yourself into the lava, and that would be pretty fast.
Or just bomb yourself into the lava twice.
You'd want to bomb yourself multiple times because the respawn animation takes forever.
That's fair.
You usually just want the last hit to be the lava. Especially since it also skips the death animation cutscene.
Okay, so we saw map chest, I think. Is this just going to be the bit warp? Yes. So this is going to warp Momo to the back half. Not the back half. It warps her to this bridge, which is near the end of the front half. It is not loaded in. So you can't claw shot across. So you've got to do a kind of precise jump slash here. And she got it.
I do a side hop there.
And the Bombo wall chest. Oh. I thought that would have gotten in.
I don't know how this works.
Do you have to go in and out of the door for this to work?
Probably.
To load the map in correctly? I think you might. The nice thing for Momo, it looked like The chest behind the bump wall behind the second magma didn't have anything. Yeah, she's just going to go down this way. And it's definitely loaded in here. And this wall just doesn't exist when it's not loaded in.
There we go.
So Momo just skipped to the back half of Fire Sanctuary.
Will it pay off? We won't know.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
get
not.
bumps. Then we will.
I'm not sure what's here that pinged. I'm not the expert in Fire Sanctuary dowsing.
And neither am I.
The first room had something, I think.
Well, I'm
But-
not the expert of Fire Sanctuary dowsing when you're doing back in time, I should say.
SpaceRawk got Master Sword in, was it Caves? I think it was in the Caves chest.
Yes, it was Cave's chest. Technically his white sword, but the 5th sword we saw.
No, I think that was his Master Sword.
No, his Master Sword was Pero.
Oh, you're right. So everything Momo is looking at right now is locked behind Hook Beetle and Gus Bellows. And it very well may be that there's just nothing here in the back half of Fire Sanctuary, but we'll see pretty quickly.
The one thing I know pinged was the what's it called? The second chest in Fire Sanctuary pinged.
I think the first room might have had something too. Okay, she did the Platts RBM as well, because that has something. That could just be our boss key.
If it is, that could be good, assuming there's nothing else important in Fire Sanctuary. Then it's not
Yeah,
as
that's
good.
really the big question. But that also could be really good for SpaceRawk as well. In 15, 20 minutes. Yep.
Boss key. Well,
I think if you're Momo, you just want to fight G2
yeah.
and then maybe go back in and do some of those chests in the front half. I think if you're Momo, if you get Hook Beetle, you're going to be very happy because that'll let you clear everything you need to.
I forgot that we actually have the Mogma Remlits. It's just the other stuff we don't have.
Yeah.
Usually, you want to do all the back in time stuff because you don't have Mogma Remlits, but we have Mogma Remlits. We just don't have the other stuff.
Also entirely possible we have like a bomb bag here on Girahim. Because I don't think bomb bag locked anything here.
It would have to be a small key on False Wall.
And I don't think
that pinned.
It did not.
So.
And that's the one hard lock chest behind bomb bag.
Using White Sword, and that's our boss key.
Yeah, I've not been paying a ton of attention to SpaceRawk's sand chip. I probably should.
Space is lead. Why did? I must
Did he
have
forget to
missed
shoot down?
Space.
Or is
No,
he
but
gonna,
he's in the present.
is he?
Yeah.
He might have
present.
forgotten to just shoot the boat here.
The boat looks like it's down. But I don't know. We'll see what he does. I haven't been, again, paying that much attention to it, so we could have missed the reason behind this. I guess just boss key chests? Maybe that was the only other
Oh,
thing.
yeah. I think he might have been unsure when he was in there and is realizing now it pinged. Or no, he did mass skip and just didn't come back for it.
Yeah. Though the only reason I think you would want to do this now is if the other chests, treasure room and stuff wasn't pinged. Oh, we don't have whip. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
so
can't
we
do
kinda have
treasure
to do
room.
this. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and this is if there's something whip blocked here in Sandship, SpaceRawk is probably going to really save it for the end of the seed or late.
Well,
and that is a clutch hook beetle for Momo.
That's a funny hook beetle location. Probably not the one you're supposed to get, but well, no, it can't be.
It can't be.
Yeah, so
SpaceRawk getting beat up a little by these Armos.
they
Gets
aren't
the
very
parry.
friendly today. Red
Not
Rupee.
Armos, they're BMOS. Yeah.
And back into Fire Sanctuary. Now we can beat
where Momo is. This is 100% the right play because she knows she can full clear the dungeon now. Because there's nothing Bellows locked at this point, and
yeah, what second chest painting?
Yep.
Looks like Space is just beating the boss, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't see if Treasure Room had anything, but he might just wait to ping that till he's on that level. If it's got nothing, that is very fortunate. And I think he skipped Skirvo.
This could be the whip. Oh, the other beetle. Nice.
That could be our second logical beetle.
That could be the one that you're supposed to get as hook.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if you run to the opposite side of the platform and then get on the platform, I've not had the hand do that. Like, it will always grab it. But if you run on it like as quickly as possible, it will sometimes just grab directly next to the platform and just attack you.
Okay, apparently Skirvo was dead. I was paying much more attention to Momo's Fire Sanctuary adventures. I feel bad that I was not paying enough attention to SpaceRawk. It's hard commentating sometimes. Let's see.
Doing some fights.
Yeah, Momo's trying to line up that Lizalfos, because if it's up against the fence, when you knock it over, it's actually pretty hard to do a fatal blow on it.
You just can't. It doesn't like
yeah,
it.
the game won't let you. So.
Yep. That's why.
Wait a second. What was that? That wasn't the bombable wall chest, was it?
No, the bombable wall chest should be more to the right.
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, we know there has to be a small key in the chest.
I think that's the
first
small
manga.
key chest.
Yeah.
Hopefully
So he's not
there's
doing the
nothing
funny.
in that Gaspello lock check. Actually, is anything Gaspello locked here? No.
Only the chest behind the bumble wall could be.
Yes, which we think is dead.
Because
so it should
second
be
Magma was hinted dead. But I don't think that chest pinged. I just got nervous when Momo was guessing that I was maybe wrong.
so funny
That could also just be a small key.
It's so funny that those claw shot targets are there.
That is so. One of them was added specifically for the randomizer.
Yeah, but there was one for sure that was just in vanilla.
Yes,
Wait,
the
you can
one
just use
on
Gaspello's.
top of the chest is. That is the point in the game that's supposed to teach you the mechanic. Yeah. But they added the second claw shot target, so you would not get soft lock back there.
Isn't
Okay.
I can't remember. I don't know like the order of when stuff was done, but isn't Boko base before Fire Sanctuary?
No, it's after.
It's after. Yeah, I always get so confused. I always forget what the order of all the stuff is in the actual game.
So Momo has one more check she can get here in Fire Sanctuary. It's not a small key. It could just be nothing.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to because it gives you your Magma that's back from Fire Sanctuary.
Yeah. Wait a second. If the second Bumble wall did not... If the chest by the Bumble wall did not ping, this has to be a small key. If it did ping, that would be the reason to get this.
What has to be a small key?
So either this or the Bumble wall, the false wall chest has to have a small key.
Don't we have little small keys?
Oh, you're right. That is the third small key that Momo has. Yeah. Yeah, false wall can't be a small key. I'm miscounting small keys. Yala's right in chat.
This chest is something.
This is going to be a bomb
useful?
bag.
Or grass. And we're leaving.
Now I think Momo goes Linearu.
So besides beetles, we didn't get much from Fire Sanctuary.
No, but that hook beetle where this bomb bag could be, though.
Probably somewhere in Sand Sea.
It could also just be in lower Boko base.
It could be.
But you also 100%, if you're Momo without bomb bag, do not want to go into Boko base. And whip is the other kind of big item we're missing. Although it could just be that it didn't lock anything, because I didn't see if anything pinged in the treasure room. I usually just assume there's something because it's 5 chests in one place.
And space actually can't do anything here.
Yeah. I don't know why he's resetting and not checking, not getting the statue or checking Pirate Stronghold, though. That confused me. Like, if you know you might have to come back there. Oh, he's doing the RBM. Okay.
Or what?
The P-Hat.
But we don't have any way to get there. We don't have hook beetle bombs.
Oh. You're right. He can't get there. I didn't think about that, but yes, you are 100% correct.
Yeah, we need anything to do it, but we just don't have anything. So I don't know what we're doing. can't remember. What is the...
I think this is still going to
yeah.
be the P-Hat RBM.
It's kind of risky. There's no way of doing it.
It's faster to do a commit here, I think, than to have to run all the way up. But he's going to get up there and realize I can't get this anyway. Because he would need the whip to do whip trick, or bombs, or hook beetle.
Which we have absolutely none of. Momo has hook beetle.
I'm still like waiting for a beetle on top of one of the pillars in
Pirates.
In Pirates, so that beetle in Fire Sanctuary actually was our logically required hook beetle. That would be a bit of Seed's Got jokes.
The Space would have no trouble getting hook beetle anyway.
True.
Secret passageway pinged.
Yep, it did.
And bomb bag could be there. We have 3 beetles already.
Yeah, I don't know how comfortable either runner is with getting that chest without Tough Beetle. It's very precise. I'm waiting to see SpaceRawk's response when he sees he can't do this. In the meantime, though, happy 1 hour, everyone. Thank you to our lovely trackers, Baseball and Remlits. And please be sure to follow our runners. Also, thanks to my co-commentator, Ray Storm Thunder.
Yeah, there's no way of blowing up the rock, so he can't actually, like, use
Also, did he...
RPM.
I don't know what the commit is here for this RBM.
Just entering that room. Just entering that room.
All you have to do is enter it. Interesting. He's gonna start climbing and then realize I can't do this.
Or he's passing it.
Okay, so he knows he can't do it.
That's just such a weird play, because if the next item you get is whipped, then you just wasted all that time.
Yeah, it is a long RBM.
It's just so risky when you don't need to do it.
Yeah, the thing about
I mean, if you get beetle here, it's fine, but
the thing about most back in time tricks is it's a cost benefit analysis, because it takes a fair amount of time and you're going out of logic. And so the question is always, is it worth the benefit?
And the only thing is that there's no benefit right now.
Right.
And you could just do it later when you know that it actually matters. Sword. Well, there's the True Master Sword.
That is kind of telling me that there's probably nothing useful on the Skydive chest. I say that, though, and like maybe it's crystals for Petro 50 that you need to get your bomb bag or something. Or your whip. Or also that could just be our third Triforce or a heart.
What is the right pillar?
This is going to be so much faster for Momo.
Is it going to be another beetle? Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
I know there was some developer talk about making heart pieces and heart containers douse with the heart, but I don't know if they're actually going to do it.
Do you know what would be way nicer? Is if we could pin gratitude crystals in chests.
Yeah, I'm fine with them counting as progress items. Just generic progress items. Oh, yeah. Those rupees on top of this box bully kind of hard.
What is in Pirate Stronghold?
And if this is bomb bag, that would also be very good for Momo, I think.
It would be better if bombs was on passageway, since we're in desert already.
Yeah, but no, I mean if they're on the robot.
Oh, I thought you meant pirates.
No, sorry. Pirates would, I don't think, be...
Slingshot. Okay, so he didn't get the slingshot beforehand. He just failed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I know.
Like I saw him go for it, and then but I never actually saw him get it. I just assumed.
Right. So is the secret passageway trick without Tough Beetle easier if you grab the bomb on the cactus or the bomb on the ground by firing?
I have only ever done the one on the ground, and I've never found it that difficult. I didn't even know that there was a bomb on the cactus until someone else showed me, but I don't know which one's easier or harder because I've only done one.
Okay. SpaceRawk is definitely getting funneled back towards Elton. I assume he's going to go to FS and not Boko base, but I'm curious.
Bombs could be in Boko base still.
Yeah, I think Momo's going to do this trick.
Or maybe the last beetle is in Boko base. And you need that to get the bombs that are in secret passageway chests.
For a Triforce on Fire Node. Here we go.
Yeah, I've never used this before.
This is the one that I just assumed was the one you're supposed to use for this trick. But I know it's really tight as to whether you can get it quick evil.
Aim slightly down there, though.
Yeah, that's
Slows
one
down
of the
the beetle.
things. Is basically
You need to keep it
level from here on out.
That's just for anyone who wants to know. Keeping the beetle level is faster than keeping it slightly higher or slightly lower.
She might get it this time.
It is. You're aiming. Okay, this might be good.
Yeah.
Yep, that looks good. Okay.
Yeah, the beetle basically has fixed speed. So angling it up or down, you lose horizontal velocity.
I mean, even if you are trying to go up or down, it's better to go either completely up as high as possible or go completely straight. You don't want to do in between. That's slower.
Yeah. Yeah, Froppy, I saw that. I was laughing. And I'm like, yeah, I would be upset about that too. I can never get my beetle calibrated well, so I just don't bother going for that trick.
What do we got here? Ballad.
Oh.
Which is definitely not useful since Thunderhead and Gorko and Thunderhead and Sealed Grounds is dead. That is very sad. Which means Bombs is probably Boko base. Or Betrayal, I guess. Is the most likely places for We have no crystals. Wow.
Yep.
For how much of the seed we've done,
which
we have
honestly might actually point me to do Bat 30 here.
Well, I'd do 5 loose.
I would probably do 5 loose as well, but the fact that you have so few crystals this far in, with a lot of bomb locked things, might actually tell me that Betro 30 has something. I think we're going to see Momo do Bird's Nest, Molara, so she'll get her Caves Key.
Yeah. This will be the Caves Key.
Yeah. I do think this is the time.
Get up.
Like, once you get Caves Key, you're not going to go do Betro.
Yeah, probably.
But this would be the right time to go, say, Yeah, but Char might have something.
Or not. Could just be Boko Bay still.
That's true. So we'll see if SpaceRawk does the RBMs here, or if he just goes through forwards.
He can full clear. He doesn't know it yet because he hasn't gotten the hook beetle yet, but
Yeah.
he can do it all.
But with Bellows, at least, he does not have to do it.
Well, once he gets the hook beetle, there's nothing else to do.
I know he knows how to douse well here.
I don't really, since I always basically just do Fire Sanctuary vanilla every single time, I don't need to learn that dowsing spot at all.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to change what I do. I may as well just
Totally
douse here.
fair.
It's way easier and it doesn't matter for me.
I'm really starting to think that our bomb bag is on bat 30 or bat 40. Because Boko Base, I think only one of the lower chests that's not bomb locked had something.
I did not see the pings when they happened, so I have no idea.
Like, I think we might just be looking at our Triforce in Fire Node. Oh, let's go. Momo's checking Betro.
Petro. Only doing 30. No 40.
Maybe 30 is going to have Gratitude Crystals, and then 40 will have our bomb back. We have seen seeds.
I mean, the one thing is that we technically don't even need the bomb bag. If we get Harp and Triforce, then Momo doesn't know it yet, but that's actually all you need.
But the likelihood that Harp or Triforce are bomb locked at this point
is really high.
Is very high.
But technically, both of these checks could be the Triforce and the Harp.
So these first two from Betro are junk. That's our tough beetle.
Yay. And you
saw that's unfortunate.
Now I feel like it's Boko base's bombs.
Yeah. That it's gotta be, I think.
Well, it could still be 40 or 50, but actually can it? There's no gratitude crystals left.
We're gonna have to find 5 more crystals somewhere.
Yeah.
That are I mean, maybe they're in Boko base.
Well, I mean, yeah, they could be in Boko base.
Secret Passageway just had a bottle, I think.
No, it had Ballad.
Oh, that's right.
Which is useless because
Sealed Grounds is dead.
Sealed Grounds and Thunderhead is dead, so yep. Ballad is not useful.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Momo is going to go do Sandship and Sandsea here. The other missing item is the whip.
Yep, no idea where the whip is.
I mean, it could just be that our bomb bag is on Skydive chest, and our whip is somewhere in Boko base.
Yeah, whip could be in Boko base.
Yeah, Momo could do P-Hat RBM. I don't know that she's going to, though. I don't know if she knows that or if she'll think it's worth it.
Probably knows at least the RBM, but I don't know if she knows it applies here or if she would want to do it. I usually don't do the P-Hat RBM. It's really slow.
I wish I had remembered if Treasure Room had anything in
Quarter heart. That's not scary. This thing could kill you. Man, dying to that would have been so sad.
It would be tragic. Space is probably going to take this fight very safe, though.
Yeah, when you only have a quarter heart.
Like,
This is so scary.
Very safe, trying not to aggro the Magmanos. Because if he gets hit here and dies...
That's the beginning of the dungeon.
Yep. That is a solid, 3-4 minutes to traverse the dungeon.
A good amount of time. But it looks like we're fine.
Yep.
The only thing I could think of you dying at this point is if you accidentally just ran into one of the magma pools on the floor.
Scary. Even just running through here with the fire. And yeah, I mean, the one thing too is SpaceRawk, because he can go through vanilla, he's going to be able to skip a decent amount of the back half.
Momo didn't paint treasure rooms from here, so I don't know. Yeah.
So Froppy, you got to save at the statue to respawn at it. So you can't just hit the next statue. You've got to...
You
got to be
really
really
sword.
careful. It might be worth it, but you have to remember to save. That's the kind of critical piece of this. And he is at a scary part to have a quarter heart, because you're going to have Bokos firing arrows at you, rushing at you. I think SpaceRawk, and there's not much to say, he's going to get this chest and then know he can go fight Girahim.
Yep.
And then he's pretty much getting funneled into Boko base.
Either that or Betrow, since he hasn't done it yet, but probably Boko base. That's the better area to go right now. Or we could do skippers.
That's true with Behat RBM.
That's a thing you could do. Then the RBM wouldn't be in vain.
Momo forgot to turn back to the present.
It's so easy to do that.
Yeah, because you've got to go to the past to climb up, then turn back the present to actually do this check. Yeah. SpaceRawk might just be deciding to go into the Girahim fight with 1 1/4 hearts. I would have just... And he's not saving. Not even going to the statue. I don't like that.
I mean, as long as you don't die, it's fine.
Yeah, it is super risky.
I would probably save, at least. Though, actually, there are 2 hearts to the left. I would have gotten those.
Yeah. It is a show of confidence, and I trust his confidence, but Also, saving there takes a couple seconds.
I mean, I don't usually take damage on G2. So what are the chances that you die from G2, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's really... He didn't even
talking
talk to the statue. So, if he were to die, he'd have to go all the way through the dungeon. That, to me, is the really risky thing.
It'll be fine.
And, like, I would be worried about darts, but...
Don't
again,
die! Oh. We should be more worried about Momo.
I think that might have been an intentional death to grab health for the Skirvo fight. If I were going to guess. Yeah, but SpaceRawk did not take any damage that fight.
Look, your Quick Beetle.
Well, welcome in, Raiders from Alexo20 and Mandalus00. Yeah.
Well, Space just needs Harp and a Triforce now.
Yeah.
And whatever locks... And whatever
locks
those
those.
two things.
I mean, it's bomb bag or whip.
Or both.
Yeah. I guess our Triforce could be on call-in, too, so it could be harp locked.
True.
And yeah, this is a Boko base. Cube David pointing out the Robo Jumper theorem that bomb bag is either really, really early or really, really late. Yeah, Froppy, I'm a loose crystal enjoyer. There is not a world in which doing 10 loose in a Remlits seed will ever make sense. Unless your 10 logical crystals are like terrible places. Maybe 10 loose. But I am the notable loose crystal enjoyer, and I've done 10 loose in a Remlits seed once, and it was a gigantic mistake.
Except we don't know that this Boko pin is... It would have to be a hinted bad location for 5.
Right. It'd have to be like 5 loose on Skipper Shack and Fledge.
There's 5 loose.
Uh-oh.
There's more.
That's... Oh no, you can hook beetle to get up here, can't you?
Yep.
This is a... yeah.
So logically you can't do this.
Oh, does logic not count
This
this
is
hook
not
beetle
logical.
trick?
No, this is not logic.
Oh, because you still need whip to get to that. I think that might be in logic if you have whip.
Oh, if you're on the other side? Yeah, I think if you have
Might be.
whip, it might be.
Yeah. I don't know though. I'm checking to see.
I mean, I don't use the tracker, so I definitely haven't seen what it expects.
I'm pulling up the tracker to check this.
I wouldn't assume that is in logic right now.
Yeah, none of the hook beetle tricks are in logic there. It expects you to have bomb bag or whip.
Yeah. So this is... I mean, this could be bombs if whip is like on bat or something.
That's true. Yeah, this is in the vanilla Boko base. This is where bombs are.
Yep.
So the game cannot expect you to have bombs here. SpaceRawk just chilling on 3/4 of a heart.
It's fine. Just don't take damage.
Easy.
Okay, what is this? Is this 5 more gratitude crystals? It's bow.
Sorry.
Is the other chest painted? Maybe the other chest is painted.
I don't know.
I mean, I feel like you'd fight warp.
Yeah, it must have.
Yeah.
I would also like double check it. If I were in SpaceRawk's shoes, I would.
He probably already did double check it.
This shot, yeah,
You can do it.
you can, but the light kind of blocks you there.
Now, don't get. Just get
He's
sent
a little
by
close to the
platform.
front. Okay, he
Yeah,
knows.
this platform is so janky. I really hate it.
Yeah, if you are too close to the front of that platform, you will actually go into the lava.
Gratitude crystals. Woo! Boko base paying off big time. So it's probably 40.
Yeah, so Froppy, 10 loose probably would have been faster than that. But also you had no idea.
Okay, well, I'm pretty confident that Bat 40 has something. In fact, can it be anything else besides something useful?
No, I think it's got to be Bat 40.
I think this is the last. Well, it says that there are 6 locations accessible on the tracker.
Yeah, I don't know though. I'm not sure if that's right. I'm not totally sure about that.
I guess there's some stuff in Sand Sea that's not logical. One chest in Sand Sea.
Yeah.
Some stuff in Desert. Desert has some stuff now. Oh, down to 2 locations accessible now. Okay.
That's with the 4 Betrow checks. So I think that's Secret Passageway.
Secret Passageway and the Hook Beetle fight. Well, no, this right here would give you Secret Passageway.
Hook Beetle fight.
More gratitude crystals.
That's nothing on Betrow.
Where are these items then? I guess. I don't know.
What am I?
Maybe
what am
Whip
I
is in
missing?
Sandsea? Wait, Whip could just be the second chest in. The first chest of Skippers.
Yeah, I mean, if he mispinged that, that could be pretty bad.
No, he couldn't get it. He didn't have any way to get there.
That's true. He didn't ping it at all. I don't think.
He did ping, but I didn't see what the pings were. But he couldn't get anything in Skippers on this first visit.
Right.
So. Momo can, but Space couldn't. So I guess we find out.
Yeah, I mean, I think SpaceRawk
Either that or Desert
is probably going to go to Sandsea before Desert. But I don't know.
There are 2 checks
There's
in Desert.
2 checks in Desert, 1 in Sandsea. Although with P-Hat RBM, there's 2 in
That's the
Sandsea.
thing.
But yeah, I'm
Desert.
starting to think our whip might be on the Moblin chest.
Yeah, I think it has to be either that or bombs there.
Yeah. No, that's right. I don't know if Momo's gonna get it.
Or Harp.
Harp for something.
Has something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those 3.
I mean, we're kind of at a really gross logic point right now.
You gotta actually get the bomb space. You can do it. There we go.
And The question now is, does Momo check Moblin chest?
Luckily, Space doesn't have to worry about being precise here since it's top view.
Yeah.
Just the more precise you are, the faster it is, but that's the only thing that can happen. Okay, what is this?
Okay, that is Moblin.
Yeah, they're both
and
all three are.
I
Wait,
think Momo... Yeah, she's just checking it. If this is Whip, that's huge.
What if it's Whip, Harp, and Triforce?
Then, no, one of them's... I think one of them has to be Bomb Bag. No, that's not true. Because Bomb Bag could just be on call-in, and yeah.
Yep. It's a possibility. Also, I'm still not sure if there's actually something that's not in Treasure Room.
Yeah, I
still don't know.
I still don't remember. I was not paying attention to the dowsing there from either runner. Chat might know. Anyone in chat?
Any Treasure Room enjoyers? I know that Space would have definitely pinged it. Okay, here we go. What is this? Nothing in Treasure Room. Okay. I trust you. Bomb Bag! Woo!
Well, that's probably gonna... Momo's gonna do
the rest of Sansi, though. I mean, Skippers.
Yeah. But that is then telling us our whip is almost certainly... I think this is going to send Momo back to... Desert.
Or top of Boku Haze.
Like, I think she might go to Fire Node first. And then
we're dipping.
Because Fire Node had a couple things pinging.
It had at least one.
Yeah. Like, I think she's just going to go back to Fire Node. Because it had a few things. There were at least 2 checks picking there. SpaceRawk got Harp earlier? I don't think he did.
I mean,
he got Ballad, which is a harp-shaped object. Oh,
I haven't seen Harp.
Momo changed her mind. That's good for her, I think. I think she was thinking about it and then remembered there's a hinted sword in Sansi that I didn't get. Which is very good for her.
Really, the annoying thing is that
this is
she
really
might have
close
to come back to Skippers.
But so will... Oh no, SpaceRawk won't.
He doesn't.
Did the RBM.
He did do the RBM, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm never going to say not doing P-Hat RBM is a fatal mistake. Like, it's a really slow RBM. I'm never going to fault a runner for not doing it. SpaceRawk certainly benefited from it, though.
I don't have a problem with doing it. I just think doing it at that time was really gambly for no reason. When you could just do it later.
I don't... Was there anything in... Oh yeah, the first chest in Pirates. Oh, yeah. I get it, Yal. But I think knowing there was a sword here, it made sense to come back and try and hunt the sword. And like, it's entirely possible that we're just looking at a bottle and crystals here. Depends where,
yeah, I think Space
Hi,
has
Crystal.
lead for sure. Bomb bag. And what's the rest of Skippers?
This is kind of going to be, I think, is going to be the decider.
If there's nothing in Skippers, it might be fine.
Yeah.
If everything is in Desert. And Momo basically, if Momo goes back to Skippers, I'd say it's not a good chance of her winning. But if she doesn't have to, she might be fine.
Okay, the Cactus Pillar didn't have anything.
Oh, it looked like both pinged.
Yeah.
I thought I saw two separate pings.
Yeah, I did too, but it was not. It can sometimes be hard when you're commentating to get all of the dousing stuff right. I think Momo's going to Boko base first. Which again, like, makes a lot of sense logically.
Gratitude crystals. Woo! Okay.
So Fire Node and Lightning Node.
So that's good. As long as
Or
Momo
top
doesn't
Boko base.
does this like at the end, she should be fine.
I think this is going to be the last thing she does in the seed.
Yeah, as long as she does that last, she's still in it to win it.
So I think the efficiency play if you're Momo is Boko base into Desert. And then end there. And I don't know when she does Betrow. That's the wild card.
And Space is going probably, yeah, to Desert.
Yeah, it really, we don't have a lot of things we haven't seen yet. So we're really just trying to figure out where.
Triforce and Heartburn.
Yep. And Whip.
If it matters.
True. Momo getting
Which
Whip
it
is probably
doesn't.
bad for her. Yeah. It more matters like routing wise. Momo getting Whip would be bad for her.
Yeah, Momo really doesn't want Whip. If Whip is top of Boko base, that's actually really bad.
I still think she'll do Desert before Skippers, though.
Even so, well, I should say if Whip is the only thing in Boko base, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. I mean, it's
be hit and go.
SpaceRawk at this point has kind of cleared more efficiently overall. So, like, he has fewer things to check than Momo, but not by a lot. And so, I mean, it really is just a, like, where are the items placed? This is a pure casino.
Where are
Having bombs will let Momo clear this more efficiently. And do it in one go.
We need seeds. And what was this? Gratitude crystals or a bottle? Or, no, a boat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spiral charge. Spiral charge could lead to.
Oh, right. There was one spiral charge locked item.
Yep.
One of the chests in the front here also had something.
Bottle.
That is our fourth bottle for SpaceRawk.
We love bottles.
He is pretty good in Banjo-Kazooie. Mildly annoying, but...
Okay. The desert so far hasn't given us anything.
Yeah,
Except for possibly Spiral Charge having something.
yeah. Nobody went into Lightning Node at all earlier.
It's actually gonna kind of suck if Spiral Charge does have something and nothing else, because when Momo goes here, even though, let's say that she gets Harpin, Tapu Boko Base, and Triforces and Spiral Charge Rock, you kind of have to do all of Desert, even though only Spiral Charge was the only item you technically needed, just because you don't know that Spiral Charge has what you need. So
again, it is entirely possible that both our Triforce and our Harp are here.
definitely could.
There's one item. Oh, that's not
Wait.
what you're looking for.
Okay, and the only thing left we have is Fire Dragon's reward. If this is nothing, it's not looking good.
If it's nothing, then Colin. Then, like, basically, our two Go Mode items are on Colin or the Spiral Charge.
Or this chest right here.
Yeah.
Was the robot hinted? In Cenship?
The Brig,
There's
yeah.
Heart.
Okay, so our Go Mode is on Spiral Charge and Colin.
Well,
Unless it's on Fire Dragon.
Yeah, it could be Fire Dragon. Which means Desert was the right play. Maybe. We're about to find out.
I mean, yep.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. So this is SpaceRawk seed to lose at this point, I think.
Yeah, it was a 50-50 between Desert and Boko Base. And sometimes you lose the 50-50.
Yeah. Yeah, because SpaceRawk has 6 locations accessible. 4 of them are dead. Well, one of them is Whip in Boko Base. So the other 2 have to be our final items.
Colin, do you have something useful? No.
Wait,
Spiral Charge Rock still?
that's only one. Oh, we have Harp, right.
Yeah, we have Heart.
Yeah, Spiral Charge Rock has to have our Triforce. Basically, as long as SpaceRawk gets that before Boko Base, which I think he will.
I mean, yeah, it's right here.
I think even if he didn't,
I don't know why
he
you're
would
going towards
probably
Farron,
win,
though.
but
I don't know why he's going towards Farron.
because it was the Spiral Charge Rock by Lumpy Pumpkin.
Oh, it was? I thought it was the other one. Okay.
Nope.
Then yes, you would go towards Farron.
Yeah, this was. I don't know. This is a pretty rough casino. I feel like, especially like Sandship Fire Sanctuary.
Got it.
Yeah.
So funny that this works like this. So stupid.
This is a trick I'm not very good at.
Triforce, and then you can go straight to Farron. Oh, that's Go Mode.
Yeah, and Momo can't even skip any of Desert.
Nope. Both nodes have something.
Yeah, and has to go to the back of this one because. Did she get the shortcut box? No. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Momo took some calculated risks that took some more time for her, and they just.
I mean, yeah, if she went to Desert, I think she would have been in the lead. Instead, if she didn't go Boko Base, went Desert instead.
Yeah, but even like going to Fire Sanctuary when she did, I don't think was a bad play. It just ended up kind of not getting a lot of good.
It didn't help that much.
Yeah.
Which was annoying.
Yeah. And like, because they were pretty close. And that was the big point of divergence where SpaceRawk went and did desert and was able to just clear it, go to Sandship.
Kind of a long seed, but that it is Sandship Fire Sanctuary, so
I mean, it's a Sandship Fire Sanctuary full clear seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only other thing is like SpaceRawk kind of lucked out with that beetle early, but that's not, you know, this was just kind of one of those seeds where randoed and like you have choices that are just about equally good. And one of them in Momo's situation would have been better, and the items just weren't there. But like Boko Base has 8 items to check, and she knew there were at least 2. It was not a bad play. It just didn't.
I feel like Space got a lot of the more lucky routing in terms of like where the actual useful items were, but it was surprisingly close, even with all of that good routing he got.
I mean, the thing he got really lucky with was the beetle on Pero, I think. Right, like
Beetle on Pero and getting Gus Bellows and Tasty. Those were the 2 good things.
Yeah, well, I mean, he went to Desert instead of going to Fire Sanctuary. But going to Lineru when he did, he just went so much earlier, and it ended up paying off because in this seed, doing Fire Sanctuary vanilla straight through was probably faster than doing all of the bit.
Yeah, and that's why it kind of helped, because he had the Gus Bellows and was able to just do it quickly.
Yeah. Like I said, if Fire Sanctuary had something really good, like Momo would have been in a really good position. It didn't have a ton of things, and yeah, so SpaceRawk, clean end game fights. Clean phase 1. Yeah, all of his boss fights have been really good. And that is GG's for SpaceRawk. A 147.09. And we'll see if he's going to come in for an interview. Yeah, I mean, all of his fights were really clean. And I think we're going to have both runners come in for an interview.
What's up, gamers?
GG SpaceRawk, GG Momo.
GG's.
What's up? That seed sucked.
That was
It did.
awful. I like mathematically I can't think of a worse seed.
I could think of some worse seeds, but
I took a massive gamble about 40 minutes in, and it did not pay off.
What
There
was
was
it?
nothing in Fire Sanctuary. besides 2 beetles. I went
Yeah.
and I full cleared Fire Sanctuary. Well, I realized halfway going through it that, oh, wait, I need a hook beetle to full clear this.
Yeah.
Found Bosky
Yeah, that's
on
why I wasn't
Platts.
going.
Found Bosky on Platts, and then I said, oh, well, at least I can beat the dungeon. I can just come back later. I'll last location it. It's whatever. And then there was a beetle on the heart container. I was just like, oh, sweet. Yet there was absolutely nothing else.
No, it
Like,
was terrible.
I was hoping for some, like, weird, like, bomb placement or something, and there was literally nothing.
Yeah, I feel like it was one of those seeds that, I mean, SpaceRawk, the only thing he didn't clear was Boko Base. You were basically full clearing the seed.
See, I
Like-
went Boko Base because I thought SpaceRawk didn't do the Fire Sanctuary stuff. So I was just like, okay, so they probably did Boko Base, meaning that if something's there and they're ahead of me because of that, it scared me too much. Anyways.
Oh yeah, I actually opted for FS before Boko Base because, well, for FS I didn't have Hook Beetle, so but for Boko Base I didn't have. I don't know. I just figured I didn't want to come back to Boko Base even more than I didn't want to come back to Fire Sanctuary, so I just went for it. I figured with Magma Mitts that really, I don't know actually. I think it was just the fact that I had with Summit, like regular Summit and FS combined, I had 5 checks. With Boko Base I had 4, I think. And it was just barely like more worth it.
Oh,
But
so
I
you
did go
didn't
to
have
Boko
bomb
Base
yet.
after. No, I didn't get bombs till like maybe 10 minutes ago. I don't know. Yeah, looking for bombs was awful.
Yeah,
I
I'm trying to
wonder-
think if
I wonder
I
how
have.
much closer this would have been if I hadn't gone to Boko Base.
You actually would have been ahead if you went to Desert before Boko Base.
I thought of it. I did, but I was just like, it scared me too much thinking that bomb placement specifically.
Yeah, so so you finished Pirates, and then when Momo finished Pirates, Space finished Skippers just a little bit after that, like maybe a minute afterwards. So
Okay.
if Momo went straight to Desert, she would have been in the lead, but she went to Boko Base, and that's what ended up costing
Oh,
it,
interesting.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, you two. So you two were really close at the beginning, and then basically the only difference, SpaceRawk went to Oriel and got that beetle on Para.
Oh yeah, Pharaoh
That
was
was
really
early.
nice.
But Momo went to Central first, and so she was able to full clear most of Eldon. So
Well,
it was a
Space
very
could
close
have.
race. Yeah.
Yeah, no, both mitts were in Sphere 0 spots, which kind of sucked.
Yeah,
No, the beetle placements were god awful.
I
Baseball,
hated that.
why
Yeah.
would you do this to me? I am nothing but nice to you.
Don't blame baseball.
I
Blame
am blaming
Randobot.
baseball. Listen. Baseball is one of my dear friends. I'm allowed to blame her.
Well, we finally got a bad seed with Crystal in the hash, so.
Yeah, see, Crystal was part of this.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, Beatles were awful. Harp was awful only because, of Bomb Bag. And also, shout outs to me, like, thinking I was super big brain for, like, doing the whole save warp or reset warp for, Skipper's RBM, and then realizing I can't even break the boulder, so I just went to Pirates anyway.
Yeah,
I
we
just
did
hoped-
wonder about that.
Yeah, I just, yeah.
I was like, either this is a super weird play that you're doing, that you want to do this like this early, this RBM this early when you don't even have access to it, or you just forgot that you
I forgot that I couldn't. I was too busy thinking about whip, and I was just like, hey, even if I don't have whip, I still don't have bombs or hook beetle, so that's cool.
Yeah.
I
So I
go ahead,
want to
Momo.
quickly talk about what happened when I tried to go into the Mushroom Island.
yeah.
Everyone saw I was clearly having some troubles.
Yes.
I did not know my cat was in my room, and he knocked my sensor bar off my monitor.
Oh no.
Oh,
So I lost like
Sabotage.
30 seconds to a minute
To a
because he
cat.
knocked it down, right? So I was like holding my Wiimote in my left hand, and I was like under my desk at the same time trying to find where it fell.
That's really unfortunate.
that's
and then
rough.
I mean, it's whatever. It's not like I lost by 30 seconds, so it's not a big deal. It was really funny. Like I was laughing the whole time.
Fair. So I think, sorry to cut the interview short, but I think we're going to try and wrap this up.
Yeah.
There's a
Don't
Majora's
blame me.
Mask rando race that I think is going to be here on ZSR in a few minutes. So we will let Baseball come in. Thank you, Baseball, for restreaming. If you
No
wanna
problem.
wrap this up.
No thanks for the seed though.
Yeah, I
Thank
gave you
you
two
for the
of the
restream.
dungeons you wanted, so I did okay.
One from each of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were both. Yeah, that was funny. Neither of us got AC,
I
which
was
is what
sad.
we wanted more.
Yes. Okay, yeah, we have an MMR race coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly thank the runners. Thanks SpaceRawk, thanks Momo. Thank you to our wonderful commentators, Golden Devil and Raystorm Thunder. And thank you to Aurelians for trekking with me today. Keep an eye on the schedule for future races, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.